What's going on, everybody? Mike Gonzalez here. I'm a real estate agent in Central Texas. Now, what I wanted to answer was how accurate is Zillow's Zestimates when it comes to the Austin market, or for that matter, Texas. Now, this is really important because for a lot of folks, the home is the largest single investment you have. It represents a ton of equity. So getting that number right is really important as you're going forward to making some big plans or big moves for you and your family. Okay, so first off, what is a Zestimate? So right here you can see the Zestimate. It's a valuation model that Zillow estimates your market value of your home. So it's an algorithm, right? It's just looking at a bunch of data and trying to guess what the market value is. Now the good thing is on Zillow itself, it tells you how accurate their Zestimates are. So if you look at the top metro areas, you can see that the Austin area is even on here. They do have Dallas and Houston. And I believe there it is, San Antonio, but they don't have Austin. So that's already one strike against them if you're looking in the area, because they're just collecting that much data to be able to make you an accurate estimate. All right, now we go over to the states. You can see we scroll down to Texas. These columns here, they have the median error. They have homes with estimates where they feel that it's within 5% of sales price, 10% of sales price, and 20% of sales price. So for example, in Maine, they feel that 79% of the homes are within 5%. 10% of their sales price on the Zestimates are within 94%. And 98% of the Zestimates that they have is within 20% of the sales price. That's a pretty big range already there. But if we scroll down and we try to find Texas, so as you can see, as we get down here to Texas, they don't have any of that information here. Now the big reason for that is one simple fact. So here in the great state of Texas, we value our privacy, right? So Texas is actually one of 12 non-disclosure states. Okay, so what is a non-disclosure state? That simply means that if you sell your home, the sales price does not actually appear in any public information, right? So if you go down to your county courthouse and pull public records, trying to find out what your neighbor's house sold for, it's not going to be on there. The only way to get that information is if the home was sold through an agent, then they're required to put that information in the MLS. This is what allows real estate agents to accurately price property within a market. They know what properties actually sold for, and that's why you saw that they didn't have any percentages with the 5, 10, or 20%. They just don't have enough data to be able to give you an accurate price. So there you go. Let's go ahead and jump into some properties. I'm actually in the Kyle area, so we're going to be looking at some homes here that are listed for sale in Kyle. And just so we can see what we're talking about. So here we have this home. As you can see, this is the Zestimate that they put for this. So at the beginning of 2020, right in January, they had it at about $293,000. Then it dropped right as all the craziness started happening. It dropped down to about 260. And then 265, and it's actually on the market right now for 329, and you can see they actually bumped up this estimate to where the list price is. But if you had this home and you weren't using a local real estate agent, then you would have thought that your home would be in the 260s, when actually it's just got listed for 329. That's where the market is for that one. Let's look at another one. Here's another one. As you can see, the data 2018 moving through 2019. At the beginning of 2020, it was right at 224,000, and it started creeping up. You can see that just listed for 264. All right, third example here, we had this estimate 2018, 2020, beginning of 2020, they had it right about 190,000. And then once it got listed for 230, you can see they bumped up their estimate to where the list price is. So again, if you're a homeowner and you're thinking the value of your home is right around here, then it could make you not make a move you have to make because you don't think you have enough equity. So again, they just don't have enough data to be able to give you the full picture of what's going on in your market. So that's why it's important to turn to a licensed real estate agent that has that information. All right, so now let's compare where the Zillow Zestimate was compared to what it actually sold for. Now again, because Texas is a non-disclosure state, I can't show the actual property address, but I can show you the sales price so you can compare it to where it was before. So on property one, Zillow had it at $205,584. It actually sold for $211,000. Property number two, Zillow had it at $207,000 right before it actually got listed and sold, and it actually sold for $222,000. All right, property number three, Zillow had it at $214,000. it actually sold for $224,000. Now this is interesting here. So property number 4, Zillow had it at $328,000. It actually sold for $307,000. And property number 5, again, Zillow had the Zestimate at $364,000. It actually ended up selling at $355,000. So I know it's a little bit of an interesting trend. Any property below $300,000, Zillow was underestimating the value of the property. Anything that was over $300,000 in this area, for some reason, Zillow was overestimating the value of that property. All right, so there you go. I hope you found this useful. The big takeaway, I think, is we have a very fast-moving market. Zillow has incomplete data, so you can use it as a little bit of approximation, but it could be way off, as much as 10, 20% off, higher or lower. All right, so there you go. Your home is probably the biggest investment, and if you're needing to make a real estate move, it's important that you get all the information you need to make an informed decision. So if you're in the Austin area, reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to give you an accurate market value for your property. You can go over to kyleweekly.com and just click here to get your home valuation. I will go ahead and follow up and give you a little bit more specific detail than the initial one. Or you can also go to mikeandkyle.com, scroll down and get your free home evaluation. This will give you a more precise range, and I will follow up and actually pull specific properties to give you the most accurate market value possible. Thanks so much for watching. Now, if you found this useful, go ahead and subscribe and click the bell. Look forward to seeing you next time.